what are you hearing about the 2020 stuff? You heard on our buddy Lock and Four's local show in Baltimore, John Harbaugh say some of the health and safety protocols just merely for training camp were impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible. Nothing's going to be perfect here, certainly in a sport where a huddle or merely getting a set over a football, there's no social distancing whatsoever. So what are you hearing about this, Albert?
What I've heard now, this is sort of a preliminary list of protocols, and this is going to allow the teams to prepare for training camp. And to some degree, I think it was a press release too, and letting the public know and letting the players know and letting everyone know how seriously they're going to be taking this when we do get to training camp. There are things that would be logistically very difficult. The limits on meetings, obviously, the limits on, what you can do in a locker room. I talked to one head coach who, said, we're going to need 3 locker rooms based on our own logistics to make it work. I think for each of these teams, there's, challenges that are going to be very, very difficult to deal with, just based on the way the sport is and based on the way these facilities are set up and everything else. That said, while every coach I talked to over the last week agreed with Harbaugh, I think there's also this feeling that a month from now, we're going to have more information than we do right now. And so there's certainly the possibility that some of these things are tweaked or adjusted based on what we see in, say, the Premier League or what we see in, say, the Bundesliga in Germany, or maybe some of the information they're able to gather when NBA teams and NHL teams get back practicing. I guess there's not much hope for baseball, but I think there is that feeling. There is that feeling that they're going to have more information about a month from now.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.